It's that time of year again. We're coming to the end of it. Finally, 2020 is coming to an end. We're all in this kind of contemplative mood, thinking about the good, the bad, the ugly that was 2020, and I'm no different. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Danny, and today is a very special day. It's officially 365 days since I created this channel. And on a side note, it's also my birthday, so make sure you hit that like button. But for real, creating and making videos started off as a hobby when my wife got me a GoPro for our honeymoon trip, and I was just kind of documenting and editing on the native GoPro app, which essentially does everything. And from there, I was hooked. I thought it was so cool that you can convey your life through video. And this hobby of mine slowly started to become like an obsession. And like everyone else, I jumped on YouTube to learn about color grading, how to create a video, how to edit, what's the best camera to use, what lens, what mic, and all this kind of gear stuff. But the more that I learned and the time invested into making these videos, the greater the expectation was, not only for myself, but what I expected the growth on this channel to be. I guess it's kind of like a self-validation type of thing, that I'm not just wasting my time. And it is true what they say, you are your worst critic. You see, I look at some of the old videos that I posted in the past, and for those of you who know, it started off as 1-minute videos. I kind of shudder a little bit and think to myself, I wouldn't sub to this guy either, because quite frankly, I was just kind of recording stuff and it wasn't me anything talking to the camera, so there was no real story or message to be shared. But even if I look at my more recent videos, there really is no story. The color grading is off, the editing is a little weird, the music choice might have not been perfect. I guess you are kind of your worst critic, and for me, what started off as a hobby started to become accompanied with more expectations for myself. So as the day of recording this video, I'm currently sitting at 90 subscribers, and here we are, another video towards the end of the year. But this time, the word perspective comes to mind. If I really take a step back and look at this channel for what it is, it's legitimately a small company's worth of people watching this content, or more than 2 classrooms worth of eyes that are viewing this video. And I have to remind myself that growth doesn't necessarily equate to numbers. It is accompanied with it, but it can't encapsulate everything else that kind of comes to fruition. This hobby is growing into a bigger purpose, and I'm finding myself getting involved in projects that go far beyond my reach. I've been involved in creating promotional content for a church plant halfway across the world in Sydney, Australia. I shot and edited a video capturing the testimony of a college group within our church and how they were able to gather in the middle of the pandemic. And I helped put together a special presentation for a church worship. Like, these are purposes that far surpass my own personal desires, and stuff that I don't know who it's going out to, but I'm finding that my hobby is becoming more than just a personal project. And even more so, this has captured some of the most amazing, memorable moments in my life. Finding out when we're going to have our first child, finding out the gender of our child, and thinking about the memories that I had with my friends and my family, and all of this has been encapsulated and captured in a way that won't disappear. So yeah, the sub count is at 90, the view counts aren't that high, but the growth that isn't accompanied with numbers is more validation and more motivation for me to continue to create videos, because this hobby has come to show me that God can use literally anything and anyone for a good work. So with that, thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for all your comments, smashing that like button. If you haven't done that, make sure you do that now. Thank you for dealing with me shoving my GoPro into your face screaming weekly minute. Y'all the real OGs, y'all the real MVPs, and I'll see you guys next week.